Hello again. It's beautiful out, but it's really so hot that I decided to stay inside, to be honest. I think it's a better way to enjoy some of these red wines. We're back in a region here that we haven't talked about in a long time. So it's Oregon, the Willamette Valley, Pinot Noir, and our friends at Sineann that we've discussed many times before. This is a 2017 Yates Conwill Vineyard Pinot Noir. Now, this is interesting because we discussed this before. These guys, they have several bottlings. They find the best grapes they can from the best places. We talked about this a little bit in the case of Relic and Mike in Napa. And they really make very good wine. The team there, Peter and Sydney and the rest of the team from the family, they just have a knack for finding great grapes and making good wine. And again, keeping it all within a reasonable, very affordable and approachable style. This is that top Pinot Noir. As 2017 was a pretty good year in Oregon. I don't know if you recall that, but there was also some of the biggest fires there. But at the time, it was really in the Columbia Gorge. So it was really further north and east, impacted more some of the Cabernet Sauvignon and some of the Washington State crops. Not a lot, but that's where it was. But we could you could almost see it from Willamette. It didn't really impact the crop. This was the first time I visited with these guys, was in 2017, and we really liked, we have some of these pictures. Maybe I'll add to this video a picture of all the wines that they make, which is really incredible, going all the way to New Zealand. That it's an off season, so it's kind of helpful so that they're kind of working all the time, to the Pinots, to the Cabernet Franc, and the Cabernet from Washington, to the sweet white wines, the Zinfandel, some of the port. Anyway, I'm going to try to insert this here. It's quite a collection, as you can see here with my friend Philippe visiting. That being said, here we are. Let's just talk about our wine. This is a wine I'm taking to dinner, so I'm going to have just only a little bit of it so I don't get accused of stealing too much. The color is really typical New World Pinot Noir, so it's just a little bit brighter, I find, than some of the Burgundy. This is 100% Pinot. It's so aromatic, though. That's the one thing I totally got me when I uncorked this, and it's still there. It's just a delight, really, to the nose, and it's very young, but it's just incredible. So lots of fruit. Lots of not necessarily lots of alcohol as in a lot of alcohol, but lots of the alcohol sense that kind of carries the fruit, if anything, further forward. Cherry, lemon peel, orange peel, we discussed that a lot. But just overall, the sensation, without sort of spelling every single aroma, the sensation of delight, of freshness, fruit and flowers. That's really incredible. Let's just see what we have here. This just got a lot of persistence, I would say, everywhere. It stays on your mouth, in your tongue, and on the back, in the finish. It's just very, very present. It's got nice acidity, sort of the acidity you would expect from a nice Burgundy. It's got the fruit. It's not yet at the stage where you detect a lot of earth tones, but it's just really lively. I think. And it's got a little bit of that sort of sometimes the bitterness, sort of the dark chocolate associated bitterness that I like quite a bit because it sort of balances out the fruit. But this is a wine that's going to open up quite well during dinner. And this is like more Ayoub's wines. They're good young. They're good after a few years in the bottle. It's just sort of really nice to be able to enjoy them. These guys at Sineann, they manage just to make really good wines within an incredibly reasonable price range. And I think the only downside is they're not something you can find in a store, but it's very easy to buy from the property. They're very good with shipping, with getting you whatever you want if they have it in stock. So I just think it's something that people really should try out. Very, very good wine from these guys. See you later.